How to repeatedly increase your balance by trading 1-minute deals. Friends, I want to show you a tactic that, once mastered, will free you from the need to follow anyone and buy questionable signals. You become completely independent and self-sufficient as a trader thanks to just one life hack. This is not some secret, but for some reason, it is rarely talked about. Today, 3 of my subscribers will be connected to my profile. This will prove the confidence in my strategy, as I will be able to increase the balance not only for myself but also for those who copy my trades. Let's take a look at their results today. Everyone should have 0 trades and 0 profit because these people have only recently connected to my account, and now I will start trading with a balance of $30,340. But don't worry, I understand that the minimum amount for one of my subscribers is $340 on their balance. So today I will trade as if I also have $340 in my balance. Well, let's start trading because today we aim to increase the balance by at least 2-3 times, and it will take some time. To trade like a professional today, you need to add the Bollinger Bands indicator on your broker and set it up as follows. The period should be 28 and the second parameter should be 2. You can customize the styles of the lines however you prefer, making them bolder for better visibility. The strategy is trend-based, and the trade duration today will be 1 minute, and there's a reason for that. The idea is that we will be relying on the time frame for one candlestick, and my current setup looks like this. I have a 30-second candlestick time frame, which means that I need to predict the direction of the next 2 Japanese candlesticks. So I either open a trade during the price movement or set a timer and open a trade only on the new Japanese candlestick. But I must clearly understand where the market is moving. To do this, I have the Bollinger indicator. The Bollinger indicator represents a typical channel in which the price moves from the upper boundary to the lower boundary. Sooner or later, a situation arises where the Bollinger lines begin to diverge in different directions. That is, the upper line starts to rise while the lower lines start to fall. This means that our trading range is expanding. Pay attention to what the trading range was here, how large it was, and how much larger it is now. This indicates that a trend is emerging in the market. As you can see, we currently have an upward trend. Therefore, at the moment when the market and the price move along either the upper or the lower line, we open trades in the corresponding direction.
So our first trade closed in profits and we made $69. The same amount should have been earned by those who are copying my account. Let's verify this. So for the first person, the trade was copied, profit $69. For the second person, the same thing. And for the third person, it's all the same as well. Great, let's continue trading.
So I'm opening a position here for a downward movement. As you can see, we have just started to see a divergence between the upper and the lower lines, because the lower line is starting to fall while the upper line is starting to rise. This indicates that the trend is emerging in the market since the trading range is expanding. So and as you can see, this trend is a downward movement. It's very important to check for horizontal levels, because if your chart encounters a level, it can react to it, as in this case. However, since my price was far from the level, I opened a trade without any problems and quite safely. The second level is even lower, and we also need to keep in mind that we could get a reaction from it. This is what I'm talking about. But let's hope that this trade will close in profit before the market reverses. Guys, unfortunately, we are not very lucky right now. And I'm forced to open 2 more positions for a downward movement. It's not a big deal that a reversal setup might form here. I'm looking at the Bollinger Bands strategy, and the bands should continue to expand. So I believe we still be moving in a downward direction. I want to warn you, If you've watched up to this point, it means that at least this video is interesting to you, and I am ready to share with you a simple life hack that will help you avoid losing money with this strategy. I mentioned at the very beginning just one simple life hack. Friends, before trading on a real account, test the strategy on a demo account. Let's return briefly to our chart. As you can see, we have 5 seconds left until the deal closes. The market continues to decline quite confidently, and this is what I was talking about. And we are currently covering the trade that closed at a loss and making a profit on top of it. Our balance is $493, so the minimum participant who is copying my account should have the same balance. Now let's return a bit to the life hack. The thing is that different strategies can perform very different at different times. For example, before each of my trading sessions, I check on a demo account whether my strategy is working today. So I use this very rarely, as my professionalism helps me to determine how trading will go almost immediately. But for those who are just starting to earn through trading, friends, use a demo account and experiment. If you find that the strategy is working and all the trades are closing successfully, then move on to a real account. At first, I will check how my subscribers in the trading group are doing. Everyone should have 4 trades. This person has 3 trades, and this person has 4 trades, and this person also has 4 trades. Everything looks good, but for some reason it seems that either the statistics haven't updated or the person has disconnected and something went wrong. In any case, we just continue to trade. The balance is almost $500. Continuing the trading, here our logic is very simple. There are no levels, since the nearest horizontal level is right here. The upper and lower lines of the Bollinger indicator are diverging. The chart is breaking out above the upper boundary. Candles are starting to form already from the outside. So based on this strong trend, I am opening a trade for an upward movement. Okay guys, I am preparing to open the next position. Right now, with the new candle, I am entering a new buy position. A buy position. First of all, look at how many open imbalances there are here, meaning that there hasn't been a traded chart in this area. We have a huge downward movement very quickly, and accordingly we could also see a rapid development of an upward trend right up to this level. This is possible, and look at the size of the green candle that is currently forming. It confirms what I just said. The Bollinger Bands, as you can see, are widening. So the upper line is going up and the lower line is going down. So I have entered a trend trade for a buy position, and we will soon see our profit. Right now, I'm entering a sell position at the moment when a new Japanese candlestick is starting to form. This is an important part of the strategy, and we will follow the rules precisely. The levels do not hinder us, since we have already surpassed the last level and the Bollinger Bands are beginning to widen. So let's try to increase our balance to $900. Friends, this was a small risk, but I consciously took it because we have specifically returned to this level for a retest. And as you can see, we bounced off it well, forming a large red candle. In this situation, the upper and lower lines of the Bollinger Bands have stopped diverging. So I am looking for the next asset to place a trade on. By the way, this can be quite a risky but fairly confident trade, considering the huge downward movement that has already occurred. I will try to play this movement up to the maximum, taking into account that the nearest support levels are much lower than the current price. Here we have a level and only here. So we are only here. Wow, friends, I am incredibly happy that I achieved my goal today. We have almost $1,000 in our balance. which is over 200% profit for today. Look at the movement we have. It clearly reached the level I marked. Just an amazing downward movement. But let's see how my subscribers are doing with their profits. So today we had 10 trades, resulting in 2 losses and $492 in profit. Now let's move on to the second person. Here we have the same situation, $592 in profit. Overall, the results are expected. Everyone has the exact same result, so the trades copied perfectly, and thanks to the special trading on the pocket option platform. Friends, thank you for watching this video. If you want to join copy trading or learn about new strategies that might suit you better, be sure to check out my Telegram link in the description or in the comments below this video. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.